fire. Absolute fire. Cody and Nick Aldis on 10 Pounds of Gold, episode 39, titled In Good Hands. Just awesome. The war of words have mostly been tame leading up to the 70th anniversary show this Sunday, but this episode proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Cody and Nick are more than capable of selling this pay-per-view. And just over 50 days from Cody winning the World's Heavyweight Championship, we're all heading down to Nashville for the NWA pay-per-view. Hey guys, this is J Cal, and you're listening to J Cal's View. This is the journey of a journalist, the diary of a madman, a creator's log for someone who creates content for the National Wrestling Alliance. And I got to tell you, I'm very excited about this weekend. This is a presentation of alliance-wrestling.com, and we are 4 days away from history being made. And I feel I can adequately describe this weekend as historic for numerous reasons. The crowning of a new national championship, the women's championship being reactivated, and of course the 2 out of 3 falls for Cody and Aldis number 2 for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Also, this is the first show that's being produced by Mr. William Patrick Corrigan and David Lagana. Hell, this is the first NWA pay-per-view since 1990. I mean, World Championship Wrestling rebranded their television programming and pay-per-views in 1991. So we're talking almost 30 years since there's been an NWA pay-per-view. And I think it's fair to say that this World Heavyweight Championship match between Cody and Nick Aldis is probably the second biggest match of the year for the NWA. And I could say that because I was in Wenzhou, China, and that would probably have been the third most important match when the NWA World's Heavyweight title came to China. That's how important and monumental this weekend is going to be. All In certainly expedited the exposure of the 10 Pounds of Gold. And with more eyeballs tuning in to see the Young Bucks and Cody, well, the opportunity to be highlighted on such an all-star event certainly hastened the NWA's popularity. And why wouldn't it? Cody's become one of the hottest names in professional wrestling. And what he and the Bucks have been able to do, advancing the popularity of New Japan Pro Wrestling in the United States, helping to solidify Ring of Honor as one of the top promotions in the United States, and now Cody cementing the most prestigious championship in professional wrestling by just being its world champion.
And why are you so upset? I mean, you sing the praises of the National Wrestling Alliance, and here I am, taking it everywhere. Look at the literal title. Look at the 10 pounds of gold. There's a plate that says Australia. I'll be there next month. There's a place that says Canada. I'll be there next month. There's even a plate that says Japan, and I've already taken it there. I've already had it out in the main event for New Japan Pro Wrestling. So the future, it glares on high. It looks awfully bright.
I mean, you can't really argue that, right? Cody is set to take this belt everywhere. But let's not sleep on Nick Aldis. I mean, Aldis was a major factor in this new dawn of the NWA. I mean, without him, we certainly aren't at this point. Which I'd also like to remind everyone, it doesn't happen without guys like Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, Rob Conway, Blue Demon Jr., Colt Boom Boom Cabana, Jax Dane, Brent Albright, and Tim Storm. I mean, had these men not carried the belt to Mexico, to Japan, to the UK, to Germany, to Australia, all over the United States, then I don't know what would be left of the NWA. There wouldn't have been much for Tim Storm to be a part of. Wouldn't be much of a title to carry around. And I need you to know that when TNA and the NWA split ways, the NWA just didn't crawl into the dark, which a lot of people think. The National Wrestling Alliance was active with multiple regional NWA programming. There was NWA On Fire, NWA Smoky Mountain, NWA Mountain State, NWA Anarchy, and NWA Hollywood, which would later become Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. The title was defended in small arenas all across the United States, as well as bingo halls and boys and girls clubs and Jewish community centers. But the title was being defended around the world as well. I mean, this is different. Aldis brought the title to Australia. He took the title to the United Kingdom. Aldis defended the title in China, the first World's Heavyweight Champion to do that. And I mean, if Cody wins, his schedule takes him on the Jericho Cruise next weekend. And then the International Assault Tour in November for World Series of Wrestling in Australia. Then he goes to the UK, he goes to Chile, which I honestly think is a first for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And I mean, Cody's facing some pretty stiff competition on these tours. When he gets to Perth, he faces Walter. When he gets to Sydney, he faces Brian Cage. Jimmy Havoc is who he faces in London. And this doesn't even include his normal bookings with Ring of Honor and New Japan. But for all this, it's all about redemption. Reclaiming the championship and putting in work is what got him to this point, and what will be what carries him and the NWA further. Regardless of the outcome, history will be made. The NWA will celebrate 70 years this Sunday, October 21st. There's still time to be a part of the show. You can get the $70 ringside tickets are actually still available. Last time I checked, there was 10 tickets available, and you could order that at nwa70.simpletix.com. That's nwa70.simpletix.com. And along with the show, I mean, there's also general admission, which is appropriately priced at $19.48, commemorating the year that the NWA was formed. There's also VIP experiences, which I plan to be a part of. I chose the VIP experience, the one that's $70, and I'm hoping to get some former champions to sign my 10 pounds of replica. My 10 pounds of replica was actually a gift, and I'll talk more about this in a future episode, but I've got a lot of legendary names on this title, and I would like to add a few more. Looking at you, Dory Funk Jr., Blue Demon Jr., looking at you, Jack Stain, Jeff Jarrett. You guys come sign my belt. That'd be pretty awesome. You could also order the show on Fight. If you don't have the app, you can go ahead and download that for your Android or iPhone product. Please use my referral link in the show. Please use my referral link. That'll be in the show description to order the pay-per-view. But that's going to do it for now, guys. I mean, this is going to be a big weekend. Looking forward to meeting a lot of fellow content creators this weekend. Seeing my buddy Adam Rotella again. Hoping to see Super Kicking It with Kelsey. I definitely want to meet the AJ Awesome Show. So it's going to be a fun weekend. So I really hope you guys are taking part. And if you're not coming out to Nashville to see the show, please order it online, because I think you're going to enjoy it. Please follow me on social media at the Alliance Blog on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And also, for more news and information, please visit alliance-wrestling.com. We have been covering the NWA since 2007, and I don't think there's anyone else that can say that. This is Jay Cal's View, and I thank you for listening to the show, and we'll see you at the matches.